Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing week. Currently it is Thursday and as you can see it is currently a bank holiday, basically a holiday in the US, so we do not have a New York session today. Basically the stock markets did not open. As you can see, they open again in about 20 hours. So Bitcoin is right now having a drop, still consolidating right here. So basically the past couple of days have been very boring price action, and as you can see our RSI has been getting lower and also our momentum waves have been getting lower. So still a very bearish sign. And also yesterday the stock market was doing okay. As you can see, yesterday when I made the video, the stock market was right here testing that resistance. But as of today, as you can see, as of today, we lost actually that weekly pivot on the stock market, and right now we are down above that first weekly pivot support. So basically we're right now below the 6,000 for the S&P 500, and also the Nasdaq also lost that weekly pivot, and currently it is testing the weekly pivot support. Basically these lows right here, as you can see, they are getting tested for a third time right here. So we need to see these lows hold in order that to get some kind of continuation to the upside. And if we lose this level right here for the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, basically these lows you can see, then I'm expecting some kind of a potential bigger drop to maybe around 5,820 or something like this. So this will basically be another almost 2% move to the downside. And as for Bitcoin is right now in a very crucial place. Very boring price action the last couple of days. As you can see, we have been just arranging here. If we go to a bigger time frame, you can see Bitcoin is below that value area high. Once again, we have lost that support that I was mentioning below, that we need to hold that level. Very important. And right now we are once again back up below that level, and price is right here. Right now, if we make a range for this right here, you can see currently we are testing that POC. So basically where most of the volume is in this consolidation that we've been testing here. Basically right now we are bouncing from here, and if we lose this level, as you can see, the next stop will be that weekly pivot support at around 101k, which is also correlates perfectly with our value area low right here, as you can see. So we need to see, as I mentioned in the previous videos, we need to see 101k hold. Basically it is possible that right here this week down to the 100k basically has a lot of liquidations sitting right here, as I mentioned on the liquidation heat map, you can see. So right now we do have a lot of liquidity sitting to the downside, but to the upside as well. So this is because of this chop right here that has been happening in the past couple of days. Liquidity has built up in the top side and also at the bottom, as you can see. Now we're still in that 48 zone in the Fear and Greed index, you can see. So I'm still expecting some kind of a move soon, maybe next week, maybe at the end of the month, since today is 19th. We basically got almost 2 weeks until our monthly candle closes. Let me just see. Yeah, basically 11 days, so less than 2 weeks until that monthly candle closes, as you can see on Bitcoin. So is it possible that we have created some kind of a top right here, and the new monthly candle that opens to the downside will be some kind of a bearish candle, which will basically take us all the way down to 93, the low 90s, basically this value area low at around 90k. It is a possible scenario in my opinion, but as I mentioned, yet nothing is confirmed. We're still yet to break down of this range, that the smaller range that we're consolidating, and if we do, then we have firstly to break below this 96k zone, which is where the most volume was traded, as you can see. So even if we break down from these lows, then the next key support would be this POC at around 97 to 96k, and basically I'm expecting this POC to act as a very strong support basically until the price reaches there. So we do still have a potential of a continuation to the upside once the price touches this value area low. If it does, then we can probably, and holds, so we can probably see that continuation to the upside. But as I said, it all depends on the stock markets, and the stock markets right now are facing a very crucial resistance, which the price got rejected from. As you know, basically that $6,000 range is that key resistance that the stock markets got rejected from. Also, you can see our momentum waves and our RSI are still pointing down. You can see right here. So maybe, as I mentioned, it is possible that maybe even we sweep this level right here this week, which is basically a move of around 3.5% basically to that last pivot support. And if we enable the monthly pivots for the stock market, this is my actual price target for this correction to happen, is basically 5,829, and then I'm expecting a bounce once again. The monthly pivot is a very strong support, as you know, and even on Bitcoin the monthly pivot correlates exactly right here at around 103k. So you can see we have been testing this monthly pivot once, twice, and right now maybe we can test it the third time. And if it holds and we do not lose that monthly pivot, guys, for Bitcoin, then it is a very possible scenario that the price will continue to rise, as you know. And now if we look at Ethereum, for example, Ethereum is right now below 2,500 at the moment. And if we go on a lower time frame, you can see basically all of these tests right now, price retests and bounces, are from that value area low right here. You can see we are testing right now, Ethereum is testing this very key support zone. So it's very important that we hold this level, guys. If we lose this level, then as I mentioned, it is possible that Ethereum breaks down to that previous range where it previously bounced and where it previously was consolidating. So if that happens, this will be a drop right here to the top. You can see the top of this previous range, and that will take us around $1,880 for it. But as I mentioned, right now this support right here is holding very strong, and we need to see a bigger bounce once Bitcoin starts going up again and the stock markets continue to the upside. If they bounce from this wick right here, or from the monthly pivot, basically, you can see. So this is what I'm expecting right now for the markets in that short term. Basically, a move for Bitcoin is due to happen in the next coming weeks, at the end of the month, possibly. Once we get into that new month, it's very possible that we get some kind of a breakout from this range that we are currently consolidating in. So this is my expectations, guys. Now if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, right now it's still rising almost at 65%. So we need to see the Bitcoin dominance reject from this level right here, that weekly pivot resistance, and then we can expect some kind of a push for the altcoins, since right now, as you know, Solana currently bouncing from that POC level. If we go on a hard time frame, as you can see, is still a very key support right here. So if it's possible, if we lose this POC for Solana, this will take us down to $120 to test that value area low. And as you know, it's even possible right here. We lost that value very low, but this was just a fake out to the downside, which below $100 for Solana. I don't think it's possible to happen again, but as you know, with crypto, basically anything is possible. So if you look at right now, perfectly bouncing from that POC, which is also our weekly pivot support, 143. So it is possible that we lose this level, since we have tested it once, twice, three, yet right now we're testing it for the third time. And as you know, one level that gets tested multiple times is due to break soon, as you know. So it's possible that we lose this level, and then we can look at lower price targets for Solana of around $126. So also Sui right now finding support, as you can see, at that weekly pivot support, and actually right now we are kind of below it, trying to reclaim. Once again, you can see our RSI and our momentum waves are creating that bullish divergence right here for Sui. So it's very possible that Sui reclaims this level, since Sui is getting a lot of selling pressure, more than Solana and Ethereum. As you know, Ethereum is still strong in that range, while the Solana and Sui are dumping right now. And also Hype is taking, after this pivot weekly pivot resistance rejection from around 45, it is right now almost down 20%. As you can see, that's a very big correction. But as you know, for Hype, we've had that very big run to the upside, basically a pump of around almost 400%, which is actually crazy. Basically, if you bought at $10, then you would have made very big profits, guys, for Hype. But as you know, even if it makes a correction right now because of Bitcoin and the stock market, I'm still expecting Hype to continue in the future to grow. As you know, a very bullish on that project. Basically, it's exchange that billions of people use. So this should be my outlook for the markets for today, guys. I hope you liked the video, subscribe for the channel, and I'll see you again in the next one.